Well, hello and welcome to the Finance of America update to FHA 203K Limited. We're going to talk about qualified opportunity zones. And this is our first webinar for the year 2020. So I want to thank all of you for joining us on this very first webinar of the year. And there's some exciting things we're going to talk about today with the qualified opportunity zone. So changes that have happened recently. We're going to be going through all that information. My name is Ginger Bell. And with me today, I have Mr. William Brown, who's the National Sales Manager for Renovation for Finance of America, and he's going to be joining in shortly. While he is getting logged in, I'm going to go through a couple housekeeping issues. First of all, you can listen two different ways. You can either listen through your speakers or through your telephone. We do have, this is a very popular webinar, and so we do have you all muted, so we don't have any background noise, but you can ask questions. And how you do that is by typing in your question either in the chat box or in the Q&A box. So both of those will get questions to me, and I'll be able to see those and queue those up to William. And so as we're getting started, I'm going to put a link up here in just a minute about our content. And I just want to make sure that you all can hear me. And just let me know what part of the country you're calling in from. So let me know you can hear. Type in the question box, type in the chat box. Either one of those I will see. And if you can just let me know that your sound is coming through good and clear and that you know how to ask questions. So that way as you have questions today, you can go ahead and type those in there. And let me know how your weather is. So Alex from Walnut Creek joining us. Very good. We have people from across the country. I am located in the Pacific Northwest in Portland, Oregon. I am today, and we actually had a little bit of snow this morning, like it, for 2 seconds. Whenever they talk it's going to snow in Portland, it never does. It's one of those things when they say it's not going to snow, then it's going to snow. We don't get a lot of snow here. Oh my gosh, rough weather. We don't really 75. All this wonderful weather. So I think I need to go someplace warm, which I will be in February. I'll be going to New Orleans at the NAM Focus Conference. So if you're planning on being there, make sure and stop by and say hello. I know Finance of America has several sessions there that they will be doing. And then I'm going to be doing a panel during lunch on diversity. So make sure if you're there to stop by and say hello. So let's talk about some upcoming webinars that we have. Next week we have 2 webinars. One is 5 steps to sales success in 2020. That's a mouthful. And so I'll be doing that Monday, January 20th, 11 a.m. Pacific time. It is a repeat. I did do this in December, but and we had several people attend, but I know it's January. It's time to think about planning. I don't like to talk about resolutions because we don't keep resolutions. It's more about planning. And so that's really what I'm going to be focusing on. And so you can hop on that. That is January 20th. I know it's a holiday for some people, but I don't know about you. I get my best work done on holidays because everybody else is quiet. So if you're working, hop on there and you can join us. And then on Tuesday, January 21st, we're going to do an overall renovation update webinar. So today we're talking about what's going on for the qualified opportunity zones. And then on the 21st, we're going to be talking about a far-reaching, some of the updates that are coming. So getting the handout, there are 2 different things. So first of all, there's a slide deck. I'm posting it in the chat box. You can click on the link there. There is the slide deck we're going to go through, and then there's also the Qualified Opportunity Lookup Guide. And we're going to go through how to utilize that during the webinar today, but that's really what you need to be able to find where these houses are in the communities that you serve. And so we're going to go through that as well. So you can pick that up. I'll also send up a follow-up email tomorrow, and it'll have a copy of the recording as well as links to all of these. So with that, let me introduce to you our expert today. My name is Ginger Bell. As I said, I'm an education specialist in the mortgage industry, and William Brown is the National Renovation Sales Manager for Finance of America. He has been doing renovation loans for really the past 15 years. Maybe I'm stretching a little bit, William, but I know it's a big focus for you. And very well versed in it, very passionate about it, great educator, does a lot of educating across the country with real estate agents, as well as loan originators on this product. And so I'm always happy to have you on the call with me. And William, let's go ahead. I know you were driving in traffic, so you just got back to your office. And so catch your breath. Hopefully you've had a cup of water and you're ready to get going. But I want to welcome you, and we look forward to having the information today. So lots of things happening in the 203K world, right?
Yeah, there actually are. It's actually a watershed moment for 203K loans, which is like a reality check for that.
Nice.
So, qualified opportunity zones. I mean, it's not. The best would be if there were no restrictions on the increase, but I'll take what they get because there's a lot of properties that fall in those zones.
Right. So let's hop into this. So this is a change that happened December of last year, and it's called the Qualified Opportunity Zones. And this actually came out of legislation that's been around for about a year, but the implementation process obviously takes a little while for that to happen. So tell me about what is a Qualified Opportunity Zone.
Correct. So those are they're basically zones that HUD has recognized for as places where they want to sort of spark and spur economic development.
Right.
Right. So what that means for us in the renovation space is they've increased the loan limit on a limited 203K without having to use a HUD consultant. So we can actually do more things as a limited, which actually fit with the cost of goods and services today and materials and upgrades better than the old program. So it's determined by county. It drills down to your specific, there's a GSA, I forget the code they call it, but it's property specific. So if you're going to do it, you actually have to have a property, and you have to put the whole zip code into the tool that we're going to show you, the whole address, including zip code, into the tool, and it'll come up and show you if that property is eligible or not.
Right.
But there's no income limits, and you can do energy improvements. And if you do energy improvements, you can actually go over the 50,000. So
wow,
that's pretty substantial. Yeah. And
yeah, because under EEM, there's additional money that's available besides the 50,000, right?
Correct, and they don't have to actually do an EEM to go over on the limited. They can still do it as a limited 203K, not an EEM, as long as we sort out the energy efficient items from the rest of the project.
Perfect. And William, I'm getting notice here that your voice is a little on the light side, so if you can maybe get a little closer to your microphone.
Okay, I can also speak up there.
I speak up.
I was probably having a quiet, intimate conversation with somebody in the mouth.
It's one of those things. We're hanging on every word. What are you saying? And then just so you know, I see a couple questions for people that are hopping on late. Are the slides available? Yep, slides are available. Always are. We always also have the Qualified Opportunity Lookup Guide. That's on there. So click on the links. You can access those, and then I'll send up a follow-up along with a copy of this webinar too. So we record this. So if you want to go back and listen to something, you can. So let's talk about these zones and what they can and cannot include.
Right, it's still a 203K, right? So you can't do any structural repairs on Unlimited. You can do all of the cosmetic stuff, all the finishes, appliances, cabinets, solar, roof, all that stuff you can still do, right? Nothing structural, no matter how small or how insignificant the cost of the structural item is. Then there's no luxury items. Is that my mic making that noise? No? Okay, cool. If it is, I'll move. But you can't do any luxury items. It's still a 203K loan. So your outdoor gazebo and your outdoor kitchen, they're not going to fly.
Right. Well, and the other thing too, for those of you, and this is not a full, review of what you can and cannot do in a 203K. What we're talking about in this webinar is just qualified opportunity zones. William's going to do another webinar next week that's going to talk about some updates, but we also have webinars that have been recorded that are available in FAMU. So if you're looking for anything in particular about what you can and cannot do, you can access that material there as well. Or of course, contact your FAM account executive and they can help you through. If you're jumping on this call and you haven't been around a 203K for a while, limited used to be called the Streamline. And so that vernacular changed a couple years ago. But I know I get that question from time to time from people as well. So how does it work?
Okay, so it used to be 30. You're still going to do the worksheet, right? So first you're going to look up your property to make sure if you're talking to somebody about a limited 203K loan, you definitely want to look it up and see if they're in a qualified opportunity zone. So you start there just like regular origination. The difference is, and we've updated our worksheet to reflect it, once you verify if they are or are not, let's say they are in a qualified opportunity zone, the worksheet lets you put about $42,000 in material and labor costs onto the worksheet, which is about $13,000 extra.
But remember, this is only if they're in the qualified opportunity zone. So
Correct.
it is not a far reaching. It is not, okay, it's increased for everything. So as you're talking to real estate agents, and what I really recommend is you do a little bit of research in your area to find out, are there specific zones? Or maybe there's a house that has a real estate agent has that you want to see if they fall into that zone. Then you can really talk about having that expanded reach, that extra $13,000, but this is not for everything. So they have to be in that zone.
Yeah, it's not a free-for-all, unfortunately. Did we go going backwards, or did I duplicate that slide? I already talked about that one.
There you go. Might have been me.
Right, so,
and you got really, really, really quiet, like Mr. Rogers quiet. So
really?
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah, you're better now.
All right, cool. All right, so if you're going to make this work, guys, I would suggest you figure out where the majority of your business comes from. First, to find out if the counties that you get your business from are even in the program, right? So that's a little bit of homework you can do before your phone rings. And then you're going to use the link that we have here, which is from HUD, to look up the county and then drill down to the property address. So that's really the stages. So you want to do some homework. If you're selling renovation loans, just go online and there's a map there. There's different tools that HUD has that you can find that and figure out if it even applies, because it'll save yourself a lot of grief, or it'll show you your opportunity. Some of you are bound to be in the middle where everything is a qualified opportunity zone, especially some of the East Coast areas, Jersey, Philadelphia, down the East Coast, parts of the West Coast, parts of the Midwest. They're like all the counties are opportunity zones.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also to use the revised maximum mortgage worksheet. So we've updated that. That is updated. And so you want to use that. I'll throw that into the follow-up links as well tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. That'd be good. I want to point out to you guys that are on the call trying to do business with us. There's a lot of people in our renovation space. We created this worksheet for you as a sales tool. We made the job aid because the stuff we got from HUD, the mortgagee letter, wasn't very user-friendly. So that should give you an indication that we kind of know what we're doing, we know what we're talking about, and you want to do business with us. There's my plug for 2020.
Which is so true. And we're going to go through what this is as far as using the worksheet.
Okay, so then everything else is the same. You're gonna lock, you're gonna load, you're gonna upload to Platinum. Everything's the same. There's training on FAMU for the products. We do require people to be trained. I'm actually gonna make a BombBomb video per Ginger's instructions as to why the training's important.
Nice.
And if you have questions about the worksheet or uploading your file to Platinum, contact your account exec. They're your first point of contact. If they don't know the answer, they're gonna reach out to me or to my ops manager, and then maybe the three of us will talk. We'll figure out your situation for you.
Perfect.
Okay, so this is the link. And then there's a job aid, which Ginger uploaded. So you can grab the job aid, call your account exec for details. And then I also put a link for the mortgagee letter for those of you that are like mortgage geeks like me that want to stay up late at night reading mortgagee letters. There it is. You can read all the details about it, and you'll have that for reference. Sometimes it's better to be overeducated when you're out talking to people than undereducated.
Well, and this goes to the point of, we've talked about this for a long time. Always be looking for ways where you can stand out. And so if you read the mortgagee letter, you've been on this webinar, we've given you the resources to be able to do this, then you can do a video about it and talk about the qualified opportunity zones. Trust me, there's not a lot of videos out on YouTube. First of all, on the mortgage process. Second of all, on the qualified opportunity zones. And so it's an opportunity for you to do that. But use the resources so you can obviously answer any questions as they come along. So we have tools and resources. So first of all, rates published daily. Those are available. Marketing material. We have a lot of flyers that are available for you that have already been pre-made. You just have to put your logo into it and your information, so you can go and get those. Those are available on famu.com. Contact your account executive for more details. Obviously, if you have questions on scenarios, they can help you through those. But our goal is to be able to provide you with the tools that you need to increase your book of business, and renovation is a great one to be able to do that. And so flyers with renovation loan options, expertise in products. And so our goal is to be able to make sure that you know the program, you can sell the product to everyone, you can understand the process. Use the Maximum Mortgage Worksheet. We have training that's available on the Maximum Mortgage Worksheet. William did a webinar, I think it was just last month, on the Maximum Mortgage Worksheet. And so, and it's funny because as soon as you start getting into this and you send a message out, even if you post a little video talking about updates, updates as far as FHA 203K and increase, and it doesn't have to be a long one, it can be a short one, that you will get business in. I know I was talking to one of the FAM account executives, Raul, last week, and he had gotten in a loan from someone who never done a 203K, but was so excited because they had, talked to a couple real estate agents, ended up getting the deal. FAM helped them through that, and it was wonderful. So you never know where those opportunities are going to exist. But you do need to know that you do have the support and the resources to be able to help you along the way. And that's really our goal, is to be able to do that. And, looking at helping to find those customers, and William, you talk about this often as far as where to find those customers and things, and you do a lot of training with the real estate agents. So having those conversations is vital, right?
Especially in today's market, for most parts of the country, if you guys someone's calling you for, let's do half the coin is a refi. They're calling you for a refi. Find out what they need, and then when they do cash out, what do they need the money for? Okay, that's the entry to the conversation, understanding them, and also presenting them the possibility of refinancing and to a renovation loan, because 8 out of 10 times they need money to fix up something on their house, right? So there's that. And on a purchase, talk to your referral partners. If you feel comfortable, or if you don't feel comfortable, go through our training, watch our webinars, get to the place where you have a comfort level, grab some marketing material, start talking to your agents, because we're your back office. So we'll back you up so you won't fall on your face, right? And if you are comfortable, then talk to every consumer you talk to about a renovation loan, because A, they're not going to do one, but B, more importantly, they don't even know the option exists. And so when you talk to them about pre-qualifying with a renovation budget, where they could find a house and fix it up the way they like it, that will spark their interest, and they'll tell their family and friends about this crazy thing this mortgage advisor told me about today. And your phone will ring, which is our goal, right? You want free leads. You want leads that don't cost you any money, that are warm bodies.
Yep. We like that. Okay, so I'm going to go over here now. We're going to go through. So this is what the Lookup guide. So this is the other link that I have there for you, which is the Qualified Opportunity Lookup Guide. And this goes through step by step. So I'll let you walk us through this, William.
Okay. So the first thing you do is you click on the link, which is going to open up the guide. And I think we have that open.
Yep.
All right. And so now you have on the page there. Oops.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the guide. Okay, so you have two different ways to find the opportunity zone. The first is where the little box is, list of designated quality opportunity zones, QOZs. That's a spreadsheet search tool. And then below that is a map of all the QOZs. So you can do either one. They both get you to the same place. I know that there has been some issue with having Flash installed.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But the spreadsheet, actually the spreadsheet, so here I pulled this up, and if we're looking, so California, you can just search by, your area and and then it goes through your county. And so, there's a lot, even California, you think about California, it's my gosh, there's a ton in here that's available. Yep. So, and then the other way, so that's if you go there, and then this is the list. So the spreadsheet I just showed you is right here. And then the other way is to go right here, which is to the consensus, to the, not consensus, to the census website.
The geocoder, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just pop in your address, put in the whole address, and then make sure you filtered the benchmark to what you're looking for.
Yep. So if I put in, oops, I'll put in one.
Okay.
See if I can. And I think that's it. And then you leave these blank, right?
Right.
Okay, so now.
Okay, there's your information, right? So you can look through that. You're looking at the current view. And you want to find out.
And what are we looking for here, William?
So at the top where it says census blocks, you're looking for the geocode there. Scroll down to the next level. The GeoID, there, census block, second group right there. The GeoID is what you're looking for, and then the block, which is 307, and then the base. And so those are the base names, 300. That GeoID is what is on the spreadsheet.
So we're going to go in here, we're going to copy and paste this. We're going to go into the spreadsheet, and we're going to go into find. And then I'm copy and paste, so I'm just going to put this in here. I'm going to click on find next, and it says it can't find it.
Right. So that means it's not in there.
Right.
So
which that's essential. I mean, that's like the middle of Portland, Oregon. So that is one of those areas. And so you can go in and check that and find out if, it's available for a certain area. I think you said that in this one you have to search by a street, right?
Right.
Okay, so you can play around with that then.
Yeah, it's not really common. You just do it a couple times, and I would suggest just doing it on some of the files you already have so you're familiar with the tool, and then it's really not that complicated. Once and I actually like the map view myself better, but you got to have Flash loaded for the map to load. If you don't have Flash, the map will not load. So that's the only drawback to that.
Yep, that darn Flash. Okay. Yeah. So the main thing you want to go off of, get this guide. This can take you either to the Resource Center, or you can look through here to get the list, which is the Excel spreadsheet, or go here if you're looking for a particular address. Right. And then once you do that, then you're going to look for whatever the GeoID is, and then put that into the spreadsheet, and then you can look up that way. The map, I think, is easier. And it goes through instructions. And I think I could probably, let's see if I can, otherwise it's not going to work. Oh, that's the spreadsheet one. Where was the map at? Oh, the map.
And it's going to want you to load. So you have to click on the, it says click on that. I think that'll work. There you go. And then allow once, and it should load.
Yeah, I've got pretty tight stuff on mine. It may not. Nope, it did.
Okay. And you get the whole map. Okay. So then in the top, in the top right, you would put the address in there where the search button is.
Okay.
So I can give you an address if you want.
Yeah.
How about if you use? I don't think my house is in what I can. My address is 12234 Crestwood Drive. Crest with the C. Yep. Wood Drive. Crestwood Drive. That's in Carmel, Indiana. Carmel. And the zip, it's Carmel with an EL. Carmel. And then it's 46033. And that's the right address. So then just click on that, and it'll zoom right down to it. And you can zoom to it. Boom. Okay. So then what they say to do is to click the area immediately around the pin to find out if it's what the census tract is. And so it says no, right? You just click around there. It says no. It's right at the top. It's not qualified.
But it looks, is it the green that is?
No, I think the green, I'm not sure what that green is. Yes, the green is.
So that's qualified. So it's just looking outside those areas.
Yeah. So that area, for you who don't know, that's called Old Carmel. So that's all a qualified opportunity zone.
Which is perfect because those are the kind of houses that you want anyway.
And then when you
Because
do that last, you can see the qualified opportunity zones in the area.
yeah. So there it's going to say qualified. There it's going to say qualified. All of that's going to say qualified.
Right.
So you guys can play around with that, look in your areas, and then those are the areas to be able to, target. It's like one of the things in planning and building. And if you haven't done it already for this year, you should be looking at what additional partners that you're going to be going after for the year. And then you need to be, looking at your partners. Who's an A partner? Who's a B partner? Who's a C partner? Who do you move up? Who do you move down? That's part of planning right now. And so if there's certain realtors that are in these areas, this gives you an opportunity to go in and talk to them. Correct. And so next month we'll build some additional sales tools around that. Probably make a couple of videos, William. We can do that, and then be able to have you go out and to do that. But we wanted to be able to bring the information to you so that you are aware of that. And so if you have any questions, let me know. I am not seeing any questions right now.
One just popped up into the chat window, which I can answer to Guido.
There you go.
No. The question was, can the owner do their own repairs? And the answer to that is no. No lender that I know of allows self-help because it increases our risk metrics astronomically, because we don't know if they're going to get it done. Even if they have time and talent and ability, it's still a black hole. So we always require a third-party vendor to do the repairs.
Absolutely. And any other questions? We do have upcoming webinars. We've got the Renovation Update webinars coming on January 21st, 5 Steps to Sales Success. If you want to really go through a plan for 2020, I can help you do that. That's what I'm doing in that webinar on Monday. And then we have the handout, so you can be able to get that. And just know that you are doing business with your best renovation loan partner, and it all begins with your FAM account executive. So any questions that you do have, please contact your Finance of America account executive, and they are around to help you. The bomb tutorials. Okay. Shay wants the bomb tutorials. So, and I actually, just so you all know, I'm working on with bomb, and I hope to have it secured by the end of the week, that we're going to start a monthly bomb video series with them. And yeah, I found a guy, Dustin, who is great at bomb. He works for bomb, and I've been able to persuade him to be able to do some webinars for us on how to use bomb and how to create videos and how we can do that in the mortgage industry. So we are going to do that. I'm hoping to start in February with him. So Shay, I'm not sure, you need to understand this because City of Inglewood is on fire. Lots of developing going on. Okay, I'm like, what? There's a fire. No, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, so get all over it, Shay. And honestly, Shay, if there's things that you want to do as far as video, reach out to me. I'll shoot you an email. I'll grab your email. Let me make sure and watch it, because there's lots of things you can do as far as positioning on that. So I'll send a one-off follow-up email to you on that. Any other questions? No? Okay, good. So here's my challenge for all of you. I want you to go grab the link. So, and I'll put it back up here again. So get the opportunity guide, and let me put it here. So grab, whoops, I copy and pasted something else, obviously. Oh, the lookup zone. Okay, so here's the opportunity go. Yeah, that was the geo. Okay, so here's the opportunity guide. Get familiar with it and find an area that's close to you and go look for a real estate agent that has a property in that area, and then give them a call and say, did you know that the 203K limitation has been lifted from $35,000 to $50,000 for renovations? And so there's a huge opportunity for you. I would love to be able to come in and talk to you about it, and to see how, we can help you to be able to leverage this. Maybe do some open houses, maybe to do, some some kind of a live meeting. I mean, those are the kind of things, it's like, that's what they're looking for. And then make sure you have an agreement with them as well. Just say, hey, this is a partnership, and I'm looking for real estate agents that want to partner, that want to revitalize the area. So Shay, you're talking about Inglewood on Fire. That's awesome, because that's exactly, you can put yourself right in the middle. Oh, you're an agent. Okay. So Shay, you don't do mortgages. So, hey guys, we've got
the mortgage lender.
Shay's not even a mortgage lender. That is one smart real estate agent. Shay, you are awesome. I love you. You guys, here's a real estate agent that's looking for this information that's on a webinar that we're doing. Hello. Do you think you can do this? Shay, thank you for that. I'm going to call you afterwards. So obviously they're looking for it. Shay's all over it. Shay's probably already got videos made. His team's on it. Real estate agents get this stuff, guys. I mean, seriously, they do. Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, 2020 is the year. I love it. Okay, love it when we get excited people on the webinars. That's what this is all about. 2020 is an incredible year. Video is everything. Being that education specialist, being what I call the edu-marketer, that's what everything is. So put yourself in the middle of the fire. I love that. And William, thank you so much. Thanks for your information, your expertise, and we will see you next week. Make sure and register for an upcoming webinar. You can find it at www.famuevents.com. And you can find more information about FAM at famwholesale.com. So have a great week, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Thanks, Ginger. Thanks, everybody else. Bye.